Hi, my name is Emily and we have been looking at the 5 ways to wellbeing and thinking about how we can build good wellbeing during this time. The 5 ways to wellbeing are to connect, to take notice, to be active, to keep learning and to give. And today we are thinking about taking notice, why that's important and how we can be mindful and take notice during this time of lockdown. Remember that if you click the link in the description you can find our wellbeing plan, which gives you a free resource to use to plan some of these ways to wellbeing into your week. Why is it important to take notice? When things are changing or things feel uncertain, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and like we're out of control. We end up spending loads of time thinking about the future and things that might or might not happen, or we can distract ourselves completely and we end up not processing any of the things that are going on. Taking notice brings us back to the present. It helps us to understand what we're feeling and why we're feeling it. But it also helps us to find good moments in the day, to find the things that bring us joy and to change our perspective to be more positive. It also helps to build resilience for when we're facing tough and challenging situations. At the moment, we're all facing a lot of challenges or new situations, and it's easy to focus on all the unknowns. When will you go back to school? What will school be like? When will you be able to see your friends or your grandparents? But the truth is that nobody knows the answers, so it's important for us to take notice, to come back into the present. So how can we take notice in this time? The first thing we can do is to slow down, to unplug. Maybe it's to listen to some relaxing music instead of watching Netflix. Maybe it's turning our phone off half an hour before we go to bed, spending that time reflecting on your day. Maybe it's trying a brief breathing or a mindfulness activity. The simplest way to do this is just to slow down, to focus on your breathing and to take your mind off all those things that are making you feel stressed. We can try one now. If you pause the video, just spend a couple of minutes focusing on your breathing. So hopefully you're already feeling a little bit more relaxed and present and slightly less stressed. It's also important for us to take notice of our feelings. So whether that's through journaling or talking to somebody, let yourself feel those things. Everybody has days where they feel angry or sad or worried. And it's important that we don't just ignore them or keep ourselves so busy that we don't recognise them. Another way to take notice is to focus on things to be grateful for. So while you're on your daily walk or maybe you're sat out in the garden, be intentional about noticing those things that bring you joy or that you can be thankful for. It helps us to change our perspective from seeing the negative to finding the positive. Maybe you want to even write a list of things that bring you joy or that you're thankful for. So each session we want to set you a challenge, and there's going to be 3 choices, an easy, a medium or a hard. And this week the challenge is all around taking notice. So the easy challenge this week is to try a breathing or a mindfulness activity. The medium challenge is to take 10 minutes to journal some of the things that have been going on, or maybe something you found stressful or difficult this week. And the hard challenge is to make a thankfulness jar and to add 1 new thing each day that you can be thankful for. So hopefully this video has been useful to give you some ideas of ways that you can take notice and be present. And remember to download our free resources to plan in some ways that you can do each of these 5 ways to wellbeing this week.